couple of people out on the reservoir this morning. Here comes a boat right now. We're heading towards Madison, Mississippi today. Gonna visit a few places. One in particular has to do with paranormal and, yes, another ghost story. You guys know I love a good ghost story, and that's what I'm going to feature in today's episode. Since we are almost near the haunt season, the most wonderful time of the year, almost to Halloween. Welcome to Mansdale, Mississippi, right outside of Madison, Mississippi. This is known as the Chapel of the Cross. Some say this place is very haunted. Hi everybody, and welcome to the world of Micah. We are in Mansdale, Mississippi right now, checking out Chapel of the Cross. There's a very unique ghost story about this place. Now, this is a working and operating church. Different things happen here. Flea markets happen here. But there is a ghost story that has always been told about Chapel of the Cross, and today we're going to be talking about that. We're also going to be taking a closer look at a few other things around the Madison, Mississippi area. If you're new here, click that subscribe button. It'll keep you updated with my latest video, and if you would like to support my channel, down below is a link. It'll take you to my Patreon page. Now, let's take a closer look. According to locals, a lady by the name of Helen Johnstone was happily engaged to a man named Henry Gray. The two were set to marry on May 21st, 1859. Sadly, they never made it to the altar because Henry died in a duel just days before the wedding. Helen, who was completely heartbroken, attended the funeral in her wedding dress and spent hours at Henry's grave, sobbing and talking to his headstone. She eventually moved on with her life and married a minister. However, it seems a part of her has never healed, leaving her to long for Henry for all of eternity. It is said that there are two visitors, phantom visitors, that will climb up in the trees. And they will sit here for a while, and then they will vanish. Some believe that it's Helen and Henry. Definitely some old graves in this area. Straight ahead, through this graveyard, is the final resting place of Henry Gray. This is it, right here, with the cross. May 17th, 1859, he died in a duel. Look at this. It's amazing. 1800s. Guessing this is the tree that they say they see the phantom figures. Maybe they're sitting right here at the base. And right here is the Chapel of the Cross. Very old. These graves here are all from the 1800s. It's weird because this is Henry's grave, but they never mentioned what happened to Helen. I know she married a minister, but I don't see her grave anywhere near here, nor is it documented where her grave is. I'm sure it's somewhere. Maybe this was supposed to be her plot. Who knows? But this is Mr. Henry's grave right here. It's pretty amazing, this old cemetery here in Mississippi. The details on some of these graves are pretty spooky. I can see why this place has been known to have some ghost and paranormal activity. And there's a bench right here. You could sit at this bench and talk to Henry himself if you chose to do so. And these old fences are too cool, man. Look at this. I mean, this looks like something out of Hocus Pocus. It kind of reminds me of when I was in Salem, checking out the old cemeteries. Look at that. Gosh, that's so incredible, the detail. 1931, 1859, 1931. But then there are new graves. 2019, 1998. Like 1854 on this. That's Henry's grave right over there. It's right next to the chapel. It's not really difficult to get to. When you walk around, there's a path here, and then you can come through the gates. The gates are not locked right now, but I do know this place does close down at 6 o'clock due to vandalism. I believe kids, I mean, I knew a bunch of kids who would come around here after night, you know, after sundown, and run around in these graveyards just trying to catch a glimpse of a ghost. I noticed this hat was left here. Looks like it's been here for a while. This gate is closed. It's not locked, but it is closed. They do keep a lot of the gates closed off here. Henry's was wide open. There's some more graves here. I'm not sure. Oh, there's the gate over there. How amazing is this? The noise you're probably hearing in the background. Seems like they're building a new chapel in the back here. Got some construction workers. But I'm gonna walk around the actual chapel itself. They have a new walkway here. It's pretty nice. When I walked up here, I noticed that was Henry's grave right there. And this is the Chapel of the Cross. Right here. Very, very old, very Gothic. Definitely amazing. The old bricks on this thing and the old wood on the roof there. And look at the old glass. Look at that. I think that's like an organ right there, the church organ on the inside. It's old brick, that's for sure. Let's see if we can see on the inside here. That's the church. Hold this rope, it would ring the bell at the very tip top of the steeple there. And this is the very front entrance to the church. Almost looks like something out of a Tim Burton film, the architecture. And that's the main entrance, I believe, to the cemetery, straight ahead. I thought that was a dog at first when I walked over here. A little statue of a little lamb. Ooh, that scared me. Something just jumped out over there. Statue over here. But that's the story of the Chapel of the Cross ghost story of Mr. Henry Gray, Henry and Helen. Pretty amazing. Alright, I think we're gonna hop back in the car and head to another destination, but I wanted to throw in a good ghost story today. Gotta love a good ghost story, especially here in Mississippi. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the story of Henry and Helen? I wonder what the duel was over. Couldn't really find a whole lot of information about the duel between Henry, and I wonder who was the person who actually shot Henry. Where did the shooting take place? I have a lot of questions that need to be answered. If you're ever out here in Mansdale/Madison, Mississippi, you can stop off here at the Chapel of the Cross anytime. It's a pretty wonderful place to take some photos, especially if you're into the Gothic architecture and stuff. Oh, there's a kitty. Have a little cat on the grounds, I guess. We're on the outskirts of Madison, Mississippi right now, and there's an octagon house. We call it the Octagon House. Not really sure if it is an octagon or a hexagon or it's something. It's a beehive house, I guess you could call it. When I was a kid, my grandparents lived down here. I remember passing by it. It was always unique to see. It's right off of Rice Road in Natchez Trace Village. And that's it. Look at the architecture of that house. Doesn't that look just wild? There's some sunroofs on there. Very, very unique. But all the other houses in this neighborhood are just kind of plain Jane, you know? Just your typical Southern style houses. Some more people out on the reservoir. This is the causeway heading back towards Mom's. My brother and my sister-in-law are coming to hang out tonight. There goes a boat. Uh-oh, they had a passenger on the float. I guess they lost him. Have to turn around and go pick him up. It's pretty cool on this side. You get the reservoir on both sides of the road. There used to be goats out here on this island. There's several islands. And they kept the shrubbery down, but no longer is a thing. So my brother and I are heading to get Golden China. It's a Chinese restaurant that I grew up eating, and I haven't had it in over 5 years. It's been closed for holidays or different reasons, and it's finally open, and I'm finally getting some this visit. Super excited about it. I have fond memories of going to Golden China and getting takeout, and then going and renting VHS movies from Blockbuster and mom and pop places around here. One of my fondest memories I have is renting Back to the Future for one of the first times ever, and I ate Golden China the first time I ever saw Back to the Future. Every time I watch Back to the Future, no matter how many times I've seen it, I always think about Golden China. Well, we are back at the house now. Gonna eat some dinner, gonna play some video games with my brother. My brother's coming over to hang out at Mom's house tonight. Gonna spend the evening with the family. But I'll see you guys tomorrow on a brand new episode of World of Micah. If you enjoyed today's adventure, please give me a big thumbs up. Down below in the description box is a story on the Chapel of the Cross. See you guys tomorrow. Till then, stay weird. Goodbye.